In the latest news and transfer gossip, it is anticipated that Manchester City will attempt to acquire West Ham captain Declan Rice, potentially disrupting Arsenal's pursuit of the talented English player. Meanwhile, Ajax defender Jurrien Timber has reached an agreement to join Arsenal. Additionally, there are reports suggesting that Mohamed Salah, the renowned footballer, might be the next prominent figure to transfer to Saudi Arabia, spurred on by a Saudi Arabian official's encouragement for clubs to pursue the Liverpool star. Moreover, Hilal is making significant efforts to convince Bernardo Silva to depart from Manchester City with lucrative offers, while West Ham is prepared for an offer from Manchester City for Declan Rice in light of Ilkay Gundogan's decision to join Barcelona. Real Madrid is closely monitoring the progress of Arda Güler, an emerging talent from Fenerbahce who has earned the nickname Turkish Messi. In recent days, Manchester United has inquired about the availability of Declan Rice, and is considering offering £40 million along with Harry Maguire and Anthony Elanga in the potential deal. Thomas Partey, the Arsenal midfielder, has given his approval for a potential transfer to Juventus, indicating that he will likely reject offers from Saudi Arabia. Chelsea is prepared to submit a renewed bid for Moises Caicedo, the midfielder from Brighton. As part of their transfer activity, Chelsea plans to offload Kai Havertz to Arsenal, while Hakim Ziyech, Kalidou Koulibaly, and Edouard Mendy are expected to move to Saudi Arabia, collectively fetching a sum of approximately £107 million. Marseille has displayed interest in Anthony Robinson, the American international fullback from Fulham, while Fulham themselves are contemplating a move for Max Aarons, the right-back from Norwich City. Brighton, along with Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, and Everton, is among the clubs expressing interest in Tyler Adams, the midfielder from Leeds United, who is valued at £25 million. According to reports, Fulham is strongly competing in the pursuit of James Ward-Prowse, the captain of Southampton. Alexander Ceferin, the president of UEFA, has acknowledged that the Champions League final in Istanbul did not provide an ideal experience for the fans, stating that, "Not everything was perfect." If Declan Rice finalizes his transfer to Manchester City, he is expected to become one of the top earners at the club, making him the 8th highest paid player at the Etihad. Tottenham is aiming to secure the signing of Italian goalkeeper Guglielmo Vicario and prevent Inter Milan from acquiring his services. Reports suggest that Jurrien Timber, a defender from Ajax, has reached an agreement to join Arsenal. Reports indicate that Neymar's father, Neymar da Silva Santos, has been arrested in Brazil on charges related to an environmental crime. Allegedly, he carried out prohibited construction work on his son's residence in Mangaratiba. There is a possibility that Inter Milan could disrupt a transfer involving Alex Scott to a Premier League club. According to reports, Manchester United is still leading the race to secure the signing of Axel Disasi from Monaco. However, Arsenal and Chelsea, both Premier League rivals, might attempt to hijack the deal. West Ham has reportedly joined the race to sign Denis Zakaria, indicating that the player could make an immediate return to the Premier League. Inter Milan has reportedly begun searching for replacements for Andre Onana, which could be positive news for Manchester United. According to The Guardian, despite Manchester City's plans to join the competition for the signing of Declan Rice, the West Ham midfielder remains eager to join Arsenal. Manchester United maintains confidence in securing the acquisition of Mason Mount, even though Chelsea has turned down their initial 2 offers for the midfielder. Chelsea has initiated their multi-club project by acquiring a majority stake in Strasbourg. This agreement is a significant advancement for Todd Boehly, Clearlake Capital, and the owners of the Premier League club, who have been searching for suitable clubs to invest in since last summer. Carlo Ancelotti, the highly regarded manager who is currently involved in a legal dispute with his former club Everton, engaged in discussions with a controversial Russian oligarch. The talks centered around a series of incentive payments linked to Everton's performance in the Premier League. Tottenham has emerged as the frontrunners in the race to secure the signature of James Maddison from Leicester City. While Newcastle has also expressed strong interest in acquiring the English attacker this summer, it appears that their priorities lie elsewhere. According to the Daily Telegraph, Manchester City is preparing to enter the race for Declan Rice and is making preparations to submit a formal offer for the West Ham captain. This move puts them in direct competition with Arsenal. The Premier League has requested written assurances to ensure that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has no involvement in Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital's takeover of Chelsea. Aston Villa has faced criticism for their new shirt sponsorship deal with the controversial online betting company BK8, with accusations of being tone-deaf and dangerous. In INEWS, it is reported that Bernardo Silva, the manager of Fulham, is being sought after by Al Hilal, a club in the Saudi Pro League. They have targeted the Portuguese coach following their recent signing of fellow Portuguese player Ruben Neves. According to the Daily Star, Manchester City is planning to disrupt Declan Rice's potential move to Arsenal by making a sensational £100 million bid for the player. The news of Newcastle being linked with a move for Ruben Neves, following his transfer to Saudi Arabia, has sparked outrage among fans. As reported by the Daily Mirror, despite encouragement from Rio Ferdinand for Manchester United to sign Aurelien Tchouameni, it is unlikely that the player will leave Real Madrid this summer. Mason Greenwood has been observed training with a private coach, indicating that Manchester United is deliberating on his future. In the event that talks for Mason Mount falter, Manchester United could gain an advantage over Chelsea by signing Moises Caicedo. The agent of Jurgen Klopp has dismissed the possibility of the Liverpool manager leaving his current position to replace Hansi Flick as the manager of Germany's national team. According to The Athletic, Jose Mourinho, the head coach of Roma, has resigned from his position on the UEFA football board. Edin Dzeko has finalized his move to Fenerbahce. There is a high likelihood that Emmanuel Dennis will depart from Nottingham Forest during the summer transfer window. The Qatari Investment Authority, the sovereign wealth fund of Qatar, is nearing the acquisition of a stake in Monumental Sports and Entertainment, the parent company of the Washington Wizards, Washington Capitals, and Washington Mystics. As per reports from Italy, Liverpool is reportedly willing to offer a substantial sum to sign Federico Chiesa, the winger from Juventus, as the competition for his signature intensifies during the summer transfer window. Arsenal is actively seeking to sell goalkeeper Rune Alex Runarsson, who has spent loan spells in Belgium and Turkey. According to The Times, EFL clubs are expected to see an increase in foreign players joining their ranks this summer due to the new work permit rules, which present opportunities for recruitment from abroad. Ricky Ponting, the former Australian cricketer, has disclosed that he was offered the position of England's Test coach ahead of Brendan McCullum in the previous year. The Daily Record reports that Celtic officials have initiated initial contact with South Korean club Gangwon regarding winger Yang Hyun-jun. Additionally, they are scouting Gwangju's Eom Ji-sung and Jong Ho-yun in the K-League. Hearts, on the other hand, are pursuing the Japanese right-back Rika Handa. As per the Scottish Sun, Rangers might face challenges in retaining Robbie McCrory during the upcoming summer transfer window. Furthermore, Hearts have expressed interest in bringing back former player Andy Webster to Tyne Castle, this time as the academy director.